Guys, let's go ahead and get started. Super excited to be coming to you today. Dr. Jacqueline from the Wellness Way Centennial. Today is a very special presentation. I hope you walk away just feeling empowered, because so much right now what we hear is people are discouraged. They are hearing that they just have to deal with their health issues. They are not told that they have options. They are not told that there is another way. So we really want to help you understand that there is a path from illness to health restoration. And we know how to uncover that missing link to your optimal health. That is what we are here to do. That is our job as your team behind you to help you with your health moving forward. So let's walk through here. Why is health so elusive right now? Guys, the statistics, they are against you. They are not for you. Our health as a country is getting worse and worse and worse. We are not getting better. The statistics are 1 in 2 are going to end up with some type of cardiovascular disease. 1 in 3 for cancer. For women, that's 1 in 5 with breast cancer. Guys, these numbers are not improving. They're actually getting worse and worse by the year. This one I looked up again last night. It's dropped in the last year. Infertility is 1 in 3 couples now, 1 in 3. We were at 1 in 5. So this is much, much worse. Even in 1 year, we're losing our fertility. We're losing our hormones. Guys, 70% of Americans are overweight. 70%. That is almost 3/4 of us, you guys. Not a great statistic there either. About 8 in 10 women struggle with hormones. Doesn't matter the age, whether it's cyclic, whether it's infertility, whether it's in the menopausal years. We've got women struggling, 80% of them, with their hormone health. And on top of that, now we're grabbing our kids. 1 in 4 are struggling with allergies, with eczema, with asthma, some type of reactivity in their system. That's 25% of our kids already suffering when they're young. So the research is showing, the stats are showing, we're not getting healthier. We are getting sicker. So the definition of insanity, you guys, is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different outcome. That's what we're doing right now. So today it is my job to help you to break free, help you to understand what it means to actually impact your health, to make that left turn, to start on a journey to empower you to get to that place where your health is yours. Your body doesn't run you. You have true vitality, truly restored health, and that is 100% possible. You just have to know where to start. So that's what we're going to be talking about today, because this is something that needs to be on everyone's mind, no matter the age, no matter the health struggles. This has got to be the discussion so that we don't continue to get sicker. So let's talk about my favorite analogy in the whole world. Let's talk about our house, okay? Here's our house, you guys. If your house is on fire, who should we call? Who should we call? Yes, absolutely, fire department. That is who we want. That is who we've been trained, that if we call them and they show up to our house, they're coming with tools. They're coming with an axe. They're coming with a hose. They're going to spray down our house. They are going to open up things with their axes, with their hose. And we have been taught that if they get there in good enough time, they can put out that fire. And they will save our house. And we will be able to have something to go home to. So we love it. When our house is on fire, we want that fire department. Now, when your house is no longer on fire, should we call them back out? No. That's silly. We don't want to call the fire department when the fire's out. Now that our house looks like this and it's trashed, we got to call somebody else out, right? Yes, absolutely. So we need to call out a carpenter. We need to call out a carpenter to come out to assess the house. When it's a mess like this, holy cow, we need to have them, pull out carpet, rip off the roof, install new walls. They are looking at all the pieces. Now, will the health department let you move into your house when it looks like this? No. No, they will not. It's not safe. It's toxic, in fact. They won't let you move in until that house is restored and healthy to live in again. So that carpenter needs to come in. They need to assess. They need to put all the pieces together so that they know what to do to make sure that it is healthy and livable again. And that is so important. So I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. The house is your body. Your body is that house. If you have an urgent medical need, your house is on fire. The fire department is our medical system. We love them. We're so thankful for them. We live longer because of them. And that is so important in that moment. If we have a car accident, if we have, a big knee surgery that we need, if we have a heart attack, these are the people we want around. We're going to rush in. They're going to get that fire. They're going to put it out. But does the fire department, does the medical system ever sit down with you after and say, oh yeah, let's figure out why you had that heart attack? No, they never do. That's not their bag of tools. Don't be mad at them for it. That's not what they do. They have the axe and the hose. Who should you be calling after a heart attack? You should be calling us, the carpenters, because we want to look at your house, we want to restore it, and then as Wellness Way doctors, we want to go one step further and help you to understand why that fire started in the first place so that it never, ever happens again. So, how do we do that? How do we assess your house? That's in the magic of what we do. Because you guys, are any two houses ever alike? No. No two houses are ever alike. So why on earth would we have a protocol or dump a procedure on you when no two people are the same? That makes no sense. This is how your house, your body actually works. So this is where a lot of people get lost. They don't understand how everything is linked together. So let me explain this to you, because this is how the foundation of your body actually works, okay? The nervous system is at the middle. This is the most important thing in your body. Your body is actually built like a Swiss watch, and at the center part of that exquisite timepiece is your nervous system, the most important system, okay? Brain, spinal cord, nerves, goes out to everything in the body, okay? And then every other system, every other major system works off of that system. So that's truly how you're designed. So when I have a patient that comes in to me and they're gaining weight, they're exhausted, they have a rash, their knee hurts, and they are having hot flashes, it is all connected. But they've been to 14 specialists and they're exhausted and they have no answers and they're frustrated as hell. The problem is the specialist is only looking at one cog, one wheel, when your body doesn't work like that. I said it earlier, it's a watch. It works all together. So we need to look at everything. It makes no sense to look at one thing by itself, because one thing by itself, if your house is on fire, is fine. But for true health, true vitality, it does not work like that. You got to look at the whole thing or you're going to miss something, right? That's what most people's first issue is. We got to look at the whole watch, the whole wheel, all the systems together and figure out what is driving what. So when it comes to what is driving what, Now we need to understand where that comes from, okay? So where it comes from starts with these 3 foundational items. So where we look at the body is also what makes the difference. We know that if inflammation is in the system, that is the start of disease. That is the start of our fires having a chance to creep up. So that's an issue. This is key to understanding how we do what we do with that patient, because these 3 big buckets or our 3 big stressors, that is really where your issues start to begin, okay? So let me walk you through these 3 big things. First T, as we like to call it, first big stressor is trauma, okay? If you guys go outside, and I hope you don't today, but you go outside into the parking lot and you roll your ankle, you know what's gonna happen. It's gonna swell, it's gonna get inflamed, it's gonna hurt, and then it's gonna have to heal. So that is called a physical trauma. Now you do silly things all the time, every single day, okay? You like to hit your elbow on your car door. You like to bang your knee into your washer. You do all kinds of physical things that do cause stress on your body. So that is the first thing that can impact and does impact your health on a day-to-day basis, okay? The second thing is called toxins. That is our second T, okay? Toxins are anything outside in, and this is where we run a lot of our different individualized testing for, because this is a huge, huge thing. Anything that enters into your body that you are exposed to, that you put onto your skin, these can all be toxins, okay? And that starts to inflame your body. If it's something where you don't work with your body and it's starting to inflame you day over day over day, it's just a matter of time before it starts to affect some major system in that Swiss watch, okay? Last one is thoughts. This is a huge one, you guys, okay? Emotions. Emotions absolutely can cause inflammation, can undo your health, and can lead to massive types of illness if left unchecked over time, okay? Emotions, mental pieces, stress, how you deal with that does 100% impact your health. How do we know that? There's tons of studies on it, you guys. So if you are not aware, pubmed.gov, that is who houses all of our wonderful research. Go there. Type in inflammation and breast cancer, inflammation and stress. They will be linked. There are studies to show how all of these things impact our health, you guys. So we need to understand how to begin. So these 3 things are so vital to our health and how we function, okay? Next, we need to understand how we look at a patient and what makes us different as Wellness Way practitioners. I need to know every single thing about you from when you were born to now, and even possibly while you were in utero with mom, to understand where your health issues started to begin, okay? It all is part of our first step, where I need you to share your health story. I want to hear it. We've got a whole hour that we sit down one-on-one with our patients, whether that's in person or remote, and we need to hear their health journey from start to finish. And that means all the way through. We need to know where you've lived. We need to know what jobs you've had. We need to know if you've had any trauma in your life. Why? Because like you heard, it all plays a factor with your health. So it's pretty hard to know where to go if we haven't heard it all, okay? So that is step 1. Step 2 is we don't guess, we test, okay? If we don't have actual individualized labs to look at your house individually, it is very, very difficult to understand where do we go from here. So that is also a vital part, and we have a whole array of testing, and at the end of that first day, we'll know where we want to go with that lab work. And that's what's step 2. Step 3 is once we have that in hand, we have those results. We've heard your full story. Us doctors, we sit down and we make a plan. A plan. Who has made a plan for your health to get better? Who has made a plan from start to finish of where to go? It's pretty hard to make a change in your body if you don't have a game plan and you don't know the steps of how to get there. That is exactly what we do for our patients every single day. We want to help create that path and that plan so that they know and we know where we're starting and where we're ending. And that end result is 0 issues, 0 health concerns. How amazing is that? It is 100% possible, and the results that we get our patients every single day. Step 4 is we're going to guide you. Again, we can't just send you on that path alone. We're going to tag along. We're going to show you where to go. We're going to make sure that we are getting where we need to go from start to finish. So we absolutely guide you through one-on-one that entire time. And that is also why we get the results that we do. We do not pass our patients off to a team. It is always with us docs, one-on-one. All right, so where do we begin? Typically with food. Food is absolutely foundational to what we do. We can't do what we do putting bad things into our body every single day. That is not a good game plan. So what do we need? We need to be gluten-free. We need to be dairy-free. We need to be sugar-free. Those are always musts for us, for our patients. Why? Because we know without a shadow of a doubt, those 3 things cause inflammation, and we are shooting ourselves in the foot if they go into our diet on a day-to-day. Beyond that, though, we're going to test. Because who has done the Hold 30? Who has done the Paleo Challenge? Who has done the Carnivore Challenge and been the one that's gained 5 pounds? Okay? Food is a very, very big deal, you guys, and we should probably test each house, each person, to know the yeses and the nos. That's why we do individualized food testing. You don't know the best way to eat until you've been tested. And that's why you gain the weight, because you probably had foods that are healthy, but not for you. For you, they're causing inflammation. That's why the scale went up when you ate them. We see things like lettuce. We see things like chicken, eggs, beef. They are some patients' food allergies. Are they healthy? Yes, but not for that person, that house, in that moment, until we actually help them to restore their house. Okay? What else do? We need to help create a lifestyle plan. Okay, we gotta know what to feed you, and then we gotta deal with everything else in your life day to day so that your body will help you go down the path it needs to go, which is health restoration. So, sleep is a big deal. Stress is a big deal. Movement, we want you to move. These are always foundations to what we want our patients doing. And the last and probably the hardest to tackle for a lot of people is just detoxifying their home, helping them to understand all these factors like their air, their products that they're using in their home, what they put onto their skin, the water that they drink day to day. These are all huge. You can be eating the best things, you can be moving, but if you're putting all these toxic things into your body or in your home, in your environment around you, you've shot yourself in the foot. You are literally not going to see what you want out of that advancement and trying to heal. You're going to get stalled out along the way because we've got toxic stuff coming in, causing more inflammation. And that is a tough one. So if you don't know where to begin, check at environmentalworkinggroup.org. So EWG.org. They are a fantastic organization. They're a nonprofit. They help you understand this huge category of things that might be in your house or that you encounter day to day that are toxic. And it is a foundational thing that we tell our patients to use to educate themselves, to get some cleaner stuff in their house and on their body, things that are not going to cause inflammation. Big, big deal. Where else do we go? We start to go with personalized testing. Again, why on earth would we look at somebody and expect them to fall within a lab's average. We need to get to know their normal, their house. So it has to be individualized, personalized testing. What are 3 big categories that we typically do test? Hormones, gut, and food allergies. So those are 3 big ones. Yes, we have a whole arsenal beyond this, but those are some biggies that we always do hit because they are always needed for our patients. So it's always about what their house needs, what their body needs, because with those in hand, we can then make that plan. So when we make that plan, I want to show you an example of that. We're going to take you from illness to wellness, okay? So this was a 29-year-old that I had who came into the office, 2 failed IVF treatments. I don't know if you know a whole lot about IVF, about $15,000 to $20,000 out of pocket per pop, okay? So they're $40,000 in with no baby, no healthier, and no answers. That's how she came into the office. So we ran a Dutch test. That is our hormone profile. If you look at the dials up here, you can see red is too much. Red is bad. When it comes to hormones, you guys, all you need to know is too little is bad, too much is bad. When we don't have balance, our body gets very irritated and it doesn't know what to do. That's what was happening with this young lady. So what did we do? We started to detox her. We started to get her moving. We started to help her with her stress to deal with that better. And after we got through this, this was the outcome. Little guy got her pregnant, no IVF needed, beautiful pregnancy, beautiful delivery. Since this photo, you guys, she's actually had a 2nd baby, and I didn't even have to help her with that one. Why? Because her body was restored. It was doing what it was always meant to do, which is keeping her body in those normal rhythms, those healthy rhythms with her hormones. So that's really what we want for our patients. Once we help you restore, we want you to stay that way. We want you to keep your health. So now she's fully restored and has her hormones in check, which is always what we want for our patients. Why do I do what I do? It is very, very simple. I do what I do because of my hubby. So if you guys can see him up there, he has a lovely beard. He spent 14 years in the fire service, clean shaven those 14 years. And his best friend we lost to fire-related cancer at 36. My hubby was in real rough shape at that point as well with his health. 3 sinus surgeries, massive sinus migraines, lost his sense of taste and smell for 2 years. You think COVID was rough? This poor man had no smell, no taste for 2 years. And everything that I knew about health and wellness to that point could not stop that train. We knew how to eat clean. We knew how to move. We knew how to take care of our bodies, how to sleep, how to eat really non-inflammatory diet, how to be really, really good at those things. And it wasn't enough. Why? Because I didn't know how to assess his house. I didn't know how to figure out where his triggers were until I got introduced to the Wellness Way. Once I could test him, once I could understand his toxic load, which being a firefighter, you understand, we had a lot of detoxifying to do. We had a lot of gut cleanup, a lot of immune system cleanup. But the best part is after that 3rd sinus surgery, there's been none since. There's been no sinus migraines. There's been taste and smell for years that's never gone away again. And it's literally all because of what we know and how we help our patients. And what I've done for my husband, I want to do for everyone here. I want everyone to have health. I want everyone to have a body that works, that does what it's supposed to not be run by your health problems. I want you to go live and have vitality and have wellness and go into the world and do what you're meant to do. It's very, very difficult to do that if you do not have your health.